Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kirioth, as you can already tell because I'm sitting in front of you, you know what my face looks like, most likely, and this was just going to be a short little video kind of giving you an update as to what's going on and how I'm doing. As you can tell, I'm alright, but I thought I might as well spin it out into the monthly update video that we now do, which I'm now checking. Yes, the last one was 16th of September, so it's actually a bit late, but whatever, but we now do those monthly update videos, grand. Now, I've already tried to record this once, but the dog went mental downstairs and I've completely lost my train of thought. Okay, yeah, no. So, first things first. Health. How am I doing? Well, as you can tell, I look alright. I'm not dead. I'm still here. Groomed and everything. Oh, that's weird. Don't do that. And I'm doing better. I'm not better. I'm not like... My depression has not magically, miraculously disappeared. It's not been cured overnight. But I am doing better. By quite a bit. A lot of that is down to having that week off. You know, I said it would probably be about a week that I wasn't making videos, and I used that week, I think, very well to do very little. I just needed a time to clear my head, just to try and get things, just to back off stuff a little bit and feel a little bit stressed and a little more relaxed. And it worked. It worked because I now feel better than I did. In terms of what's going to happen sort of going forward, I hate that phrase. We have a plan, my doctor and I, as to how we're going to tackle it. I mean, it's mostly his plan, I just said yes. But we have a plan as to how we're going to tackle it. I need to move on to different antidepressants, different medication. So I need to transition from one medication to another, which is going to suck. It's going to be horrible, most likely. But it needs to be done because I think we've kind of proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that at the moment I do need antidepressants to keep my my problem under control. So that's what we're going to do. It's not going to be pleasant, but it needs to be done, so I've just got to deal with it. I'm going to be having more cognitive behavioural therapy to... I don't know why I said that so quickly. Cognitive behavioural therapy to sort of, I guess, bolster me a bit and sort of see me through the process of switching out medications. So that's what's going to be happening with that. I don't anticipate any long absences or anything. I'd hope there wouldn't be anyway, but I've kind of got to play it by ear because I don't really know what's going to happen. I've never done this before. I've been on the same medication for years and years and years. So I don't know what will happen when I switch out to something else. All I know is that it's probably not going to be very pleasant to do. And that's about it, really. But yeah, now that I know what we're doing and how we're going to tackle it and how we're going to treat it, that helps quite a bit by itself. It makes me feel a little bit better. Still not great because it's a bit it's a bit catch-22. I can't just stick with what I'm doing now because it doesn't work. But transitioning into a different medication is probably not going to be great either. So no matter which way you go, there's going to be obstacles and there's going to be problems. So the only difference is that if I stick how I am now, I'll never get better. So really, there's no choice at all. As in, there's no... You know what I mean? There's only one choice. But yeah, that's where we are with that, and hopefully that'll be fine. And if there's any problems, if I need to disappear for a couple of days, like go away for a week again or something, then obviously I'll let you know, because, well, I always let you know. So, yeah, I think that covers that. The big thing that I wanted to say in this video more than anything else is to say thank you. Just to all of you. Because the reactions that you gave me, the support that you gave me, I was going to say the reaction to the video was like just overwhelming support. No, I think that works. That's right. Yeah, the support that you gave me on that video, where I told you what was going on, and I was as blunt and honest as I could be without turning into a blubbering mess, were overwhelming because they just helped a huge amount. And I've used the comments on that video since, actually, because it's very easy to get bogged down by the kind of little voice in the back of your head that it's certainly a symptom of my depression. It's different for everybody, but I sort of have like a permanent inner monologue of my own voice, essentially just beating down everything I do. It's just, that was worthless. That was pointless. What did you do that for? No, that was totally shit. That was pathetic. I don't know why you bothered. Why did you even get out of bed? That kind of thing. But all the time. We're talking 24 hours a day. 7 days a week. It just does not stop, and it wears you down so much. I mean, you just have no energy because you just spend all your time just listening to nothing but like abuse, but in your own voice. It's not great. It's really not really what you want. But I actually had, in a way, one of the things it likes to do, tries to isolate your depression. It tries to cut you off from friends and from family and from stuff that you enjoy doing. It tries to sort of insulate you in a horrible, just miserable little world of your own where nothing can get in and nothing can penetrate and nothing alleviates it. And actually, that video has been so helpful with the support that you've shown, because I can look at it and kind of tell myself, you keep saying that there's no point being here and that you're just a waste of space and you're just worthless and what are you even here for, and you're better off just leaving and letting everyone get on with their lives without you. But there's like 100 people here who are telling you the exact opposite, so shut the fuck up. And it works. It provides a boost. It bolsters me a little bit, and anything that bolsters you a little bit when you feel like this is a massive help. So just thank you so much for all the support that you've shown me so far, and I really hope that I can just sort of get back to making content and stuff now, because that's what I plan to do. I'm hoping to have a video out every day this week if I can manage it. Battlefield 1, Civ 6. Probably going to talk about Titanfall. I haven't played it yet, but we've got to talk about the fact they released Titanfall in between Battlefield and Call of Duty. What a nutcase decision. What was that about? Well, it's not in between, but in the same, you know what I mean. It's like Call of Duty release, Battlefield release, right in the same area, and then Titanfall. Why? Way to kill your game before it even gets out of the gate. But we'll talk about that. I think I got sidetracked there. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the support you've shown. I can't really overstate it. There's no way to overstate it, because it just does mean that much. So thank you. Let's do the update part of the video. Let's have a look at the channel. Channel not been that great this month. It's almost like taking a week off and making no content. It affects things somewhat. Views are lower than they have been. Subscribers are lower than they have been, but I've still been gaining subs, which is really nice. And we're at 3,600 now, which is fantastic, really. Estimated revenue has taken a nosedive, but whatever. Look, we already know. I've already told you this. You already know this. YouTube revenue for a channel my size is just garbage anyway. It's pathetic. So really, that side of things, excuse me, it doesn't bother me too much, because it's just not. You guys are more important than that, to be honest. The revenue from YouTube is like a side effect of putting videos on the platform, because I feel like with the community that we've got and how brilliant you guys are, I could stick this stuff on my own website and you would still support me. It's just YouTube is an easier way to do it. Patreon is what keeps the channel going. You know that. I know that. I've said it often enough, but if it wasn't for Patreon, I wouldn't be able to put out nearly as much content as I have been doing. And as long as Patreon continues, then the channel can continue, because I can justify putting the time into it. Yeah, I think I phrased that okay. I might not have done. Look, I'm feeling better. My head's still a little bit. I find it very easy to lose my train of thought. Like I don't get distracted so much as I get halfway through what I'm trying to think or trying to say, and then just the shutter comes down and just goes bam. You're not talking about that anymore. And I sort of go, well, what am I talking about? And he goes, don't know, you're on your own. Off you go. That happens an awful lot. I apologise, because it makes me a bit rambly. And I'm rambly anyway, but it makes me extra rambly. But I can't really do anything about it at the moment. But yeah, channel actually has not done too bad. I'm happy with pretty much all the videos I put out this month. The ones that I put out the week before last, the Diablo 4 one I meant to do a correction, but then I never got round to it. The Red Dead Redemption one was just sort of funny, in a way, because there's so many arguments in that video. All it is just, I don't think that it's not going to come to PC. I think they're just going to wait. spend all the marketing on Xbox One and PS4, release it on consoles, then a year later go, I remember Red Dead Redemption 2 that you really wanted. It's on PC now, which is exactly what they did with GTA 5. So, I don't know, it might not happen, but I'd be shocked if it didn't. Plus, a couple of people that I know actually in the industry who like work on the marketing and procurement side of things, they're pretty much convinced that's what's going to happen as well, because it just makes sense. Just that's the best way to do it. Spend all of your marketing cash on the consoles, and then a year later say you still want that game because we're releasing it. You spend about £4 on one poster, and everyone loses their shit because it's Red Dead Redemption 2, and the internet has been full of people talking about it for the past year. Be interesting to see if it happens. I hope it does. Yeah, overall, I'm really happy with the channel for this month, especially since I was away for a week. Pretty much everything is down a little bit, but whatever. I also like how well Bullshit Patrol's doing. It's slowly creeping up, and it's really gratifying because that's a bit of a passion project in a way, because it's never going to pull in massive views, I don't think. But I'm going to keep doing it because I really enjoy it, and every now and again it'll probably hit on something that'll boost it a little bit. But even if it didn't, I'm enjoying making it, and enough of you are watching it for me to think that it's a good idea and that you're enjoying it as well. I will say, though, you lot, grateful though I am for all the support, I played bloody Outlast 2 for you, and only 434 of you watched it. I hate horror games. They're terrible. I just can't stand them. They're the worst. I played it, and then no one watched it. It made me sad. Ooh. Didn't really. It's fine. Just watch what you want to watch. I thought it'd be fun to try it. Turned out it wasn't that much fun. And then I was like, well, at least maybe people might watch it, and then no one watched it. So all in all, not the greatest success. On the other hand, Mordheim, 4,000 more views than that. Crazy. And comments that I haven't looked at yet. I really should look at those, actually. Okay. Patreon. Let's talk Patreon, because I don't like talking Patreon, but I need to do Patreon, because everyone I've spoken to is like, yeah, you need to talk about it to get people to pledge their support. You need to talk about it for people to sign up to it, is basically what I was trying to say there. I just don't like doing it because I'm convinced that one day you'll all realise that you're just giving an idiot on the internet money, and then you'll stop. Because whilst I have this weird thing when I look at my Patreon page, where I feel overwhelmed with how generous you all are, and then I feel panicky because I think, yeah, but they're going to realise they're doing it at some point, and they're just going to leave because you're just making videos on the internet. That's all you're doing. I mean, if you become aware of it, that you're doing this for me, and decide not to stop, thank you very, very much. I'm just no good at it. I know it's not begging. It's not begging. I've never sat there and gone, please, please, because it's entirely up to you. That's the basic of it. If you want to pledge to support me on Patreon, you can. If you don't, then don't do it. You can still watch all the videos. I'm trying to work out a way to kind of make a bit of a reward thing for Patreon, but I'm not sure how to go about it. If I could actually plan videos out so that like they were up a day before they went live, and Patreons could have early access to the video, that's something to consider. I'm thinking about trying something like that. But it's very hard to do for videos where I'm just like, on the day I sit down and go, yep, that's today's video. I can't do it for those, and I don't want it to be really inconsistent, whereby like maybe once a week you get early access to a single video, because that's not really a reward. That's more just disorganisation on my part. I'm trying to work something out. We'll see. I will talk to existing patrons, and I will ask you guys, and we'll talk about it on Discord, and we'll just see if we can work something out. But as I say, if you do want to support me on Patreon, it's entirely up to you. You can do if you want to. If you don't want to, then you don't have to. You can watch my videos regardless of whether you do or not. If you do, thank you very, very much. I really don't know how to express how much I appreciate it. Hopefully my awkward fumbling words have kind of given you indications to just how much I do appreciate it. And I'd kind of hope that you don't ever feel like I am giving the impression that I feel like I'm entitled to it, because I don't feel that way at all. if anything, it just is a constant source of amazement that you're willing to support me in that way. I just, yeah, it's an amazing thing. Thank you. So what we'll do quickly is I will just read off the list of current patrons to say thank you in person. So, well, not in person, but via yeah. It's so, honest to God, trying to keep track of thoughts in my head at the moment is absolutely, it's damn near impossible. It's so ridiculous. Anyway, thank you very much. Guest Access, Angus McFarlane, Burt Gravy, Wonky Split Demon, Eric Fleischer, Andre Sweder, Andrew Hearn, John Dexter Fisher, Kazral. I haven't got my glasses on, hang on. My glasses are filthy, so I didn't want to wear them. Yeah, that's easy. Mark Quant, Cole, Vaccine, Ben Picking, Edward Little, Ultima Flummox, Kepler's Conjecture, James Aldrich, Nicky Clark, Ratus, Anandir, Engelbert Tristram, Plex, Tom Marsland, Tyrone McGrath, Hein Christensen, Tixon, Crazy 8, Ryan Prentice, Fox Wildfire, Andy Pearson, Tom Collier, Spoonman74, Slackson, Mark Petts, Kevin Wales, Michael Berggren, Warboss, no, not that, ain't it? Victrix XP, Torbjorn Steinsale. Oh, please say I got it right. David Tumer, Axedo, Androcus, Komatsu, Owen Larkin, Pavel, Shinetun, Craig Mortel, Furry Badges, Christopher Svan, Michael Stone, Isaac Groves, Alexander Sveda, Joshua Swan, Sebastian Carl, AD, Mintake, Robert Maxwell, James Hadfield, Michael, Damon Barley, Twat Rancher, Jesus Christ, man, Alan Shadles, Jordan Martin, Henry Rodriguez, Best of the Three, Philip Hannisdale, Brad Haslett, William Davis, Christian Breitenberger, I'm probably messing up so many names, Nicholas Larson, Lord Padrino the Lazy, Carzal, James Brady, David Fazekas, Veronica Ward, Nicole, Christopher Coburn, Jazz, Randy Butternubs, Imaki Chan, Cameron Bruce, Paul Morgan, Grushby, Neil Pitcher, and Thomas J. Thank you very much, all of you, for that. I've just realised, I think I put the thing on the main monitor, then put my glasses on, which may well have reflected the amount that people had pledged as I read them off. I apologise if that's what's just happened. I need to start putting my contacts in again. I think that pretty much covers it. At this point, I think we're done for the October update video, and I think all that remains is to say thank you again for just backing me up so much over the last week, and thank you to all my supporters on Patreon. If you're interested, there's a link down below. If you're not, that's fine too. I think that's about it. Well, I'll see you tomorrow for another video. See you later. Toodaloo.